A Napa guy knows the only way you'd give a freshly minted driver a brand new car is if he promises to never drive it. Instead, let him grind the gears and knock over the neighbor's mailbox in something a little more suited to his skill level. And with over 400,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, he can safely drive something that's nearly as old as he is. It's not perfect, but it's perfect for him. That's Napa know-how.
Blog Talk Radio.
Well, good late evening to you folks, and thank you for tuning in with me once again to another spontaneous and random but consistent edition of True Conservative Radio. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. If you happen to be tuning in with me live or in the archive, I appreciate your patronage, folks. Once again, folks, it has not been some time since the last time I broadcasted. Once again, I am true to my word. I said I was going to be consistent with my live broadcast, and I'm going to continue to be persistent because we are in precarious times, and I think that everyone needs some commentary that's pretty much preserving the American preservation of sovereignty and the preservation of the American Constitution and whatnot. But anyway, we're going to get into a whole bunch of subject matters this evening. It is 12 a.m. here in Texas where I'm located. I want to thank everybody for already being early and tuning in with me live. I want to say what's going on to General Rachel and a couple of guests that are coming in and out here. Let me tell you something, folks. This is a spontaneous edition, but this is definitely an important edition. Because we might as well go ahead and hop right into the subject matter at hand here, folks. And the subject matter is the stimulus package that I have been talking about since the beginning of this program here, this specter that looms over America that everybody seems to, call me a kook about or whatnot, but there is a definite leftist specter that looms over America. And anybody who's been consistently listening to this program or has been keeping up with me through the archives, you know as well as I have been saying this from day one. There is definitely some sort of leftist specter over society. It has infested the minds of people all over America, and not only America, but in the Western civilization and the international community. And I think it is very dangerous what we are sitting here witnessing right before our eyes. But you see, folks, I told you so. I hate to be tooting my own horn, but once again, nobody else is going to toot your own horn unless you toot it your damn self. So, with all due respect, folks, I had been saying this all along. I was the one who announced the economic collapse, folks, this time last year. Look in the archives if you don't believe me. I said we were going to have a dramatic economic collapse, and everybody here on the Blog Talk Radio, okay? All these ass clowns that call themselves supposed political pundits or supposed political mouthpieces out here in the Blog Talk Radio and the blogosphere and everywhere else, they were all calling me cuckoo. They were writing me off this time last year. They said, "Oh, Ghost, are you kidding me?" Oh, let me tell you something, Ghost. The American economy is strong. The American dollar is strong. Nothing is stopping us. We're winning the war on terror. America preservation is here to stay. This is what they were saying, folks. You can look back. They even called me up this time last year. And lo and behold, sometime after that, folks, we had an economic collapse that we haven't even seen yet. We haven't even felt. We haven't even felt this. As we are hearing all the layoffs that are going on, folks, we're seeing well-known corporate names or so-called corporate names just basically folding up, dropping ship. But, how convenient. All these dumbass corporations that are folding up, the CEOs are getting these $100 million, $200 million, $500 million balloon payments just so that they can give them some thank you for the screw-up they did for the corporation and the shareholders out here. And we talked about that in a past episode here, recently here in January, folks. I talked about John A. Thane, who consequently recently came out yesterday and said he was sorry. He was sorry for using $1.2 million post getting a big chunk of the financial institution bailout. Remember, John A. Thain is the ex-executive of the Merrill Lynch financial institution. His financial institution took a tremendous portion of the $800 billion bailout package that was approved this fall to supposedly bail out the financial institutions. And once he got a hold of that check, folks, once he got a hold of your tax money, once he got a hold of your paycheck, what did he do? $1.2 million in office renovations. I mean, you would have thought this idiot was Christopher Lowell or some crap. You would have thought he was, trying to play a charade game and had a 24-hour-a-day, TV and Garden Network episode going on in his head, because he spent anywhere from $1,500 on a damn trash can to $87,000 on drapes. On drapes, folks. Some folks that listen to me are getting laid off from their jobs. I mean, they're just trying to scrape up a couple of $1,000s so they can continue to suffice their living expenses. Here, this ass clown, and not just him. The only reason I'm picking on him is because this is the only idiot to be abrasive enough to sit here and spend $1.2 million on an office renovation post-bailout. But there are many like him, folks, and we are suffering from these times, getting back to the point here. We are suffering from some serious times where people are getting laid off out of nowhere. What's unfortunate is that we're telling our children the wrong thing, I know we're going to get to the stimulus package here in a second, but this is definitely important here, folks. I hear a lot of these parents, that are trying to be parents. They think they're doing the right thing. They're trying to compensate for dumping their kids off on the boob tube or on an illegal alien or a child care provider or some kind of crap like that. They try to tell their children, won't you go out and get a degree? Go to college. Folks, I mean, don't you ass clowns realize that we're living in a day and age where a college degree is not going to get you a lifetime's worth of secure occupation, of secure employment. And this is what I keep telling folks out here. You idiots out there in America, you took your eyes off the ball and you decided to just go out and keep up with the Joneses and get the $4,000 plasma screen TVs and the pet rock and all this other horse crap. And lo and behold, we are here in a precarious economic mess. And the only way we can dig ourselves out of it is if we literally pull an innovative rabbit out of our asses, out of our collective asses, with all due respect. The only thing that's going to happen here, folks, is if somehow, some way, some American comes up with innovation, or Americans, plural, come up with some sort of innovation that's going to put America back in the forefront again. Because you see, folks, what's happening here, the reason that America is no longer some sort of economic superpower, the reason America is no longer being considered the authority of the international community, because we're not, folks. We're the only idiots living in this la-la land thinking that America is somehow superior to everyone else in the international community. We are not. Folks, we invented this globalist economy game, this whole concept of, the economy's going global economy. We invented this crap, all right? We're the ones that gave these imbalanced trade deals to places like India and China and Mexico and South America. These people are being exploited by multinational corporations, and I don't really give a crap if they're being exploited. That's their problem, but they're taking away from American jobs. They're taking away from American production, and they move the means of production that were here. I'm talking about the capital goods that manufacture the products we consume. Well, they move those means of production outside of the United States, offshore. So what are we left with, folks? What are we left with? We are left here sitting with our carrots in our hands, folks. We are sitting here saying, hey, we have to play this monopoly game that was built on the blood of American soldiers, that was built on the blood of America. And we have to sit here and play around the rules that were given to us by these multinational corporations that took control of our government and took control of the bureaucratic mechanisms that dictate every single aspect of our life. And now we have to sit here and you have these idiots, these ass clowns who are living in trailer parks, watching old episodes of Hee Haw, guzzling down old cans of Billy Carter beer. These fat jelly-ass bastards that'll actually come up on the internet, on the blogosphere, in these chat communities. They'll actually justify the grotesque and unpatriotic actions of the multinational corporations. They'll try to justify it. They'll say that this is a great thing. It's a great thing that we're suffering here. I mean, you heard some of these ass clowns. So lo and behold, we know there's a problem. We all know that there is an economic situation here that we haven't even seen the full ramifications of. So what are we left to do? Well, we've got the Barack Hussein Obama administration claiming that the thing to do is just to give people money. Now, where is this money coming from? Well, we're going to borrow it, of course. We're going to put more debt on top of the debt we already have. We have $11 trillion in debt. We're going to go ahead and put more on it. What the hell? It's like one of these ass clowns who continues to get stupid, credit card solicitations in the mail. He's like, what the hell? They keep sending them. Who cares if I'm paying 35% interest in a damn $300 a year annual fee? Who gives a crap? They approved me for $7,000. I'm going to go out and get an iPod. That's what I'm doing, because that's American. That's a bunch of horse crap, folks. And if all you folks that are Americans really believe in America, if you actually genuinely want to consider yourself some sort of a patriot, well, then you would do something to help this country. I mean, sincerely help this country. And what is that supposed to mean?
Ghost, what am I supposed to do to help this country? I don't know how to help this country.
You stupid idiot. Take your damn head out of your clogged up colon pipe and start realizing the only thing you need to do is participate in your damn government. This damn government was made for the people and by the people, but the people fell asleep at the wheel, and once again we are sitting here suffering the consequence of those very actions. We are suffering the ramification of that very scenario, folks. So once again, we are back to square one. What do we do about it? We got Barack Hussein Obama saying, let's go ahead and spend some more money. Let's go ahead and artificially put money in the pockets of the American people so they can go out and spend it. So they can go out and blow it on whatever. And hopefully, with their spending and consumering spirit, with that stimulus package, they'll go out spending, and hopefully that'll create some more artificial service industry jobs and retail jobs and more beauty salon jobs and all this bartending and waitressing and all this crap, all the crap that has become the crux of the American economy. Folks, we need to invest in small businesses. We need to inspire American, and I'm talking about true American, sworn allegiance to the Constitution, true American sole proprietor businesses out here who are going to protect the integrity of American work ethic, who's going to protect the integrity of the American economy, and who's going to actually participate in this government as a force out here. Instead of allowing these multinational corporations to just dictate this damn government de facto. Welcome to the new Karl Marx worship in America, folks. Because that's exactly what we're entering in right here, right now. You've got the Congress already approving an $830 billion bailout package to supposedly bail out the American people. They're going to bail out the American people. Well, how are they going to do this, folks? Well, they're going to take this $830 billion and somehow distribute it out to the people. Distribute the wealth, so to speak. And somehow that is going to artificially create some sort of an economic increase in productivity and economic growth. That's what some idiot economist actually believes out here. That's what some idiot economist actually has sold Barack Obama. Let me tell you something. The first thing that Barack Obama should have done, he should have taken these damn countries back to the negotiating table on the world trade front, folks. We have imbalanced world trade deals that actually encourage outsourcing, that actually encourage multinational corporations, that actually encourage the importations of cheap goods from elsewhere all over the world, and actually double and triple and quadruple taxes on American exports going anywhere in the world, folks. These are imbalanced trade deals, and it's ridiculous, and we need to go back to the damn negotiating table. That's the first thing we should have done. Second thing we should have done, folks, is instead of bailing out these damn financial institutions, which is just absolutely ridiculous, which is just a spit in the face to every American that's ever spilled blood for this country, to sit here and reward these despicable, just cowardly pieces of filthy suit-wearing pieces of financial instituted crap. We bailed these people out, and what happened? What happened? We got John A. Thane from Merrill Lynch renovating his office with our bailout money, $1.2 million. Welcome to America. We've got these hedge fund idiots, running these Ponzi schemes, ripping people off of their life savings out here. This is what we have in America, and yet nobody wants to talk about these issues. Nobody gives two rat's asses that their country is corroding from the inside out. Instead, they want to sit here, tickle their ass cracks, and claim that it's a great day in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Well, it isn't, folks. It isn't. All right? I'm not going to sit there and go quietly in that good night. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. Both of these supposed, both sides of these political perspective, or both sides of the political perspection, rather. Jesus, I'm stumbling over my own tongue like John Edwards trying to explain how it's okay to cheat on your dying wife. I mean, I just don't understand what's going on here. Anyway, I'm just getting ahead of myself, folks. I'm just a little upset that this specter of liberalism, this specter of feminism has anesthetized itself so much in the American psyche. It has infested the American brain so much that we are actually on our knees begging for our own communism. We are begging, saying, please, we want Karl Marxism. That's what we want. Please, give me some more money. I want the government to give me everything. I want them to give me my house, my job, my car, my girlfriend, my goldfish, my damn dog. Give me everything, government, because you are my big brother and I love you. Anyway, 646-652-4869. We're going to take a couple of callers here, and if you happen to hear anything that you agree or disagree with, you are more than encouraged, if you happen to be listening to me live right now, to give me a call. 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. We got somebody from the 647 area code. You're on the air.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not bad.
Together on this?
What?
Have you been thinking about it yet?
Thinking about what?
Working together on
What's that?
Taking down the whole shebang. You're doing good. You're right on that page with me.
You're damn well. I don't know what your page is, but if it's true conservatism, I'm definitely on that page.
Communism.
You're a communist.
Well, we can be communists together.
I don't know about being a communist. Well, okay, I'm going to go with you. If you're a communist, hold on a second. Hold on. If you're a communist, well, then tell me, what is the lore of being a Karl Marx worshiper? Why don't you just give our audience that type of insight?
Who's Karl Marx?
You don't know who Karl Marx is?
No, I'm dumb. I know.
Yeah, well, obviously you're a liberal, but I mean, I'm just trying to ask if you're lured. Hold on. If you're lured by communism and you don't know who Karl Marx is, well, then how in the hell do you like communism?
That's that guy with the little. Is he a comedian? Karl Marx?
What?
Karl Marx, isn't he like a comedian or something?
Karl Marx is not a comedian, you stupid imbecile. Are you from America? You sound like you're from America. You sound like you're from America.
Guy that does the old black and white movies?
You're an absolute imbecile. Hang up on this moron, please. Give me a break. But do you see what I'm saying, folks? Did you hear that last caller there? Somebody who supports communism and yet doesn't know who the hell Karl Marx is. You see, this is the kind of a crap we're sitting here having to witness in America. This has become our country, a bunch of fat, jelly-ass, cottage cheese imbeciles who are so stupid They try to drown their own goldfish. These are the idiots that sit on their TVs and watch their couches. They are so brain fried and stupid. And that's why I'm so critical of the American people. That's why my new philosophy, not my new philosophy, but my new motto, I should say. My new motto is the American public sucks. Because they do, folks. Because, a lot of what's happening here in America has a lot to do with the American people being too lazy to participate in their government. A lot of the reasons that we're having the economic turbulence that we're having is because the American people decided to keep up with the Joneses and watch the boob tube and worried about, if Britney Spears is going to shave her stupid melon again. Waiting to see the next muff old Lindsay Lohan is going to dive in, waiting to see if Jamie Lynn Spears is going to shit out another kid. This is what you idiot Americans are more worried about than actually preserving the integrity of your own Constitution, of your own America, of your own freedom. I mean, this is what upsets me, folks. This is why sometimes I get angry. You hear me screaming. Sometimes I break some crap on the air because I can't believe that this is how stupid America has gotten. And if you heard that last caller, folks, if you heard that last caller who said that they're a supporter of communism and they don't know who Karl Marx is, this is exactly what I'm talking about, folks. This is the America that we have come to know and love out here. We're stupid. We're fat, jelly-ass cottage cheese bastards. We're more worried about, watching the latest episode of American Idol and seeing a bunch of, half-retarded bunch of Nimrodic, never going to be anything burger-flipping imbeciles trying to sing their stupid their little tubes away when they sound like a dead cat being beat with a wet bag of mice, for Christ's sake. It's stupid. Anyway, 646-652-4869. We're going to take another caller here from the 812 area code. You're on the air.
Good evening, Ghost.
How you doing?
I spoke with you recently, and I have something to add to it.
All right, we'll go right ahead.
Well, I am your, what do you want to say, the journalist caller. I decided to write an article in my local paper, which started quite a, what do you want to say, a firestorm. Very much firestorm. I decided to expose our local mayor, and
oh, wow,
and
this sounds like an exclusive story here.
And then go into our Republican senator here in Indiana, that would be Lugar.
Okay.
Who went on TMZ.com to boastfully brag about the raise that Congress got, and be a Republican, by the way, while he gladly accepted that raise hand over fist while in an economic depression. By the way, no one wants to say depression, but the truth is depression. Okay?
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Or die crying, okay? So, anyway, this man wants to go on TMZ and brag about his raise. So I just decided to raise a little hell all over it. I was just a little mad about it. And I got a letter from my editor today, and I also got a letter from the governor of the state telling me to be quiet.
You need to be quiet?
This does not tell you the new presidency, the fairness doctrine coming around to bite people on the butt. And I'm telling you right now, bite me on the butt all you want to. I'll get a fatter ass, but I'm going to keep on talking.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight here. What you're telling me is that, and I know who you are. You called in a couple of shows ago saying you were a journalist, and in your local periodical, editorial, or paper, you're writing an article exposing the mayor basically for bloviating. Or am I correct?
I'm just saying, if the woman could be any more crooked, we'd have to close her down as a street.
Well, what I don't understand is that this fairness doctrine. Now, can you explain to people what that is? Because a lot of people don't understand. They think it's some sort of political, correctness kind of, let's just play fair kind of horse crap.
The fairness doctrine is this. I am not allowed to write anything in my local paper unless there is another employee of the paper who has an opposing view who can write something right below what I write. And if their view is more popular, my view becomes less printed and less acknowledged.
Wow. Unbelievable. What that means is since these liberals have the infestation of everybody's mindset in America, and, a lot of these deviant type of thoughts, basically, if it feels good, do it kind of mentality, if that becomes a little bit more popular as far as absorbing news and information is concerned, you being somebody who's obviously an investigative reporter or somebody who wants to get to the truth and expose a story and enlighten readers, or at least anybody who wants to be enlightened, let's put it that way, which isn't many people, lo and behold, you're not going to be able to do that properly. Go ahead.
The reason why that I was told to hush is because this is the word that I used to describe the Republican Senator Lugar of Indiana. I used some specific words. I called him a worm. I called him full of cowardice, a fake, a phony Republican, a liar. And I was told that was hate speech.
Now, that is hate speech. Now, you did phrase this in some sort of, editorial fashion, correct?
Absolutely. It wasn't very long either. Do you want to hear it? I'll read it to you because it's not that long.
Absolutely. Let's hear it. Now, give us the general premise. Can you give us the general premise of it? So just to anybody that
premise was, I happened to be on radio, and I was talking about Mitch Daniels, who's the governor of Indiana. And over the last 2 fiscal periods, the state of Indiana came out with a budget surplus. In economic hard times, we came out with a budget surplus.
That's a rarity.
Exactly. And I was saying the fact that, the people of Indiana, much like a lot of the people throughout the United States, were hardworking, dedicated, good people. And then a phone call came in, and this person asked me, were you aware of the fact that your Republican Senator Lugar, Richard Lugar, was on TMZ bragging about accepting the raise in the midst of the economic depression? And that was not only embarrassing, I was pissed.
I'm getting a little upset about it right now. I'm about to puke up what I had earlier this evening, hearing some stupid power-hungry autocrat bloviate about some raise that's basically coming out of the taxpayer's pocket while they're giving our money away to corporate America. He's going to sit here and laugh about it? Give me a break.
And this is what I wrote. How nice it was of me to go on live radio tonight and speak proudly about our town and state, only to have someone call in and state to me that our Republican Senator Richard G. Lugar was on TMZ.com boasting proudly of his latest pay raise. He says it all goes to charity, but watch the video and see his smirking, sardonic, and disrespectful face as he spews his flagrant lies to TMZ and to any person residing in the state of Indiana that voted for him. I wonder if Lugar the lowlife was thinking about his constituents, and these are towns for me, Brazil, Greencastle, Harmony, Carbon, Terre Haute, and the surrounding areas when he spewed such ignorance and arrogance. I wonder if he's thinking so hard about those that are forced to decide between having heat and having dinner, as he so forcefully boasts about his raise, parentheses, pork barrel meat buffet, kickback. What a jerk, and not to mention a shameful person and the antithesis of a Republican. We're in a recession that is staring into the cold eyes of a depression, and any true Republican would have been totally against any kind of personal salary raise in order to save money for our country. Lugar is a worm, phony, fake, and a total loser. 2010 better be his cold day in hell, for he will never be back with my vote. The time has come for all Republican, Democrat, Independent, and Green Party voters to say, enough. We have had enough from you con artists. This great country of ours is not a democracy. It is a republic. Look it up. These losers work for us. They do not own us. As the once great cartoon character Popeye would say, I've had all I can stand, and I can't stand no more. And then he would pop open his can of spinach and be cleaning up the mess. I hand each and every one of you today a can of spinach. Start cleaning up the mess. Stop sitting around hoping and wishing for someone magical to come and clean up the mess. You are the magic. The vote stops here. Public officials, beware. We now know how close in character you are to this kind of politics, and we're mad as hell and not going to take it anymore. These ostriches have had their head out of the sand, and our teeth are bared. Politicians from small towns to capital cities better be ready to get their knuckles to the grindstone again, because the little man is taking over, and now you're going to the unemployment line. Your kind put us there in the first place. Get off your duffs and write Luger the lowlife and tell him what a waste of a vote, morality, and sense he has come to be for us all. And for good measure, here's his website address so you can see for yourself this worm's hypocrisy. It's a bitter bill we have all needed to bite down on for a long time now. The time is now to act. This is enough. Hope and change from Barack? Ha! No. Hope and change is us, and us is USA. P.S. You're the USA. They just don't want you to know that. And then I ended it with, have a problem with my anger? Then you're part of the problem and will never be the solution. Be afraid. We are done being your subservient have-nots.
Well, as you read that, we had somebody in the chat room post the link to the TMZ video, and right away it's no longer available. The TMZ video that you're talking about, Luger boasting about his pay raise, it's no longer available on there. So how convenient is that?
I clicked on the link and it came right up.
Oh yeah, can you post it up on the chat room?
Sure.
Okay. Hold on, I think we got some more callers here. Let's see if anybody else has anything to say here. These are all nobody with any. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello, hey, how you doing?
All right, and you? How's it going?
Not too bad. I'm just sitting here trying to have some true conservative commentary out here, getting sick and tired of these power-hungry autocrats milking our money as if it's some sort of, fat, jelly-ass, teat, if you will.
Well, I mean, I have to agree with her for the most part. However, the problem comes in with the parenting. And and I understand that these people, they work for the little people, but it was swindled into a kind of a bizarro phase and in a backwards manner because the parents aren't teaching the children of what this country stands for, which is a constitutional republic, and allow their children to come up through the public education to understand that this should be a democracy when it never was even mentioned in the Constitution. So, in turn, this is never going to change. The little man is never going to win, and the Republicans are always going to win in the end anyway because they have control of everything unless we start a militia in every state. And that's the only way that it's going to stop this.
Sir, with all due respect, you contradicted yourself. You said in statement, we're never going to win. You might as well not worry, we're never going to win unless. So, how about if we say we can win if we do? Because it was a self-defeating comment. Actually, there is victory in American history. However, Americans have become complacent in what they think they know. The fact that they know very little.
That's absolutely true, but...
And she does have a good point. Hold on. She does have a good point because America has precedent that this mechanism of government does work once the people are well-informed and are behind a specific issue. We saw that in the Civil Rights Movement when we had a notorious racist in Lyndon Baines Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act. And the reason he did was because the government had to buckle because the people got behind this issue and said, look, every man is created equal out here. Let's stop with this racism. Let's stop with this bigotry. And as a result, that issue was rectified, and I thought it was rectified appropriately. Now, what we need here is we need American people to get off their fat jelly asses and start understanding that this is a constitutional republic that requires their participation. And once we understand that, once the American people understand it, I think that America itself will start tipping for a little bit more of a positive direction, if you will. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, but I feel that is a minute example of what's going to need to be done in order to change of what we are, what this country stands for to begin with. I mean, everybody likes to rant and rave the fat jelly ass rich man, this, that, and he needs to be the unemployment line. However, everyone has a solution, but nothing ever gets done. See, people out here are they're just satisfied just sitting on their couch, watching TV, eating chicken and cheeseburgers instead of going out practicing their government right. Because they're the government, but they'll never do it. They'll just watch TV, and there's just too much entertainment out here, and everyone is just entirely too satisfied with their state of being and state of living. And that's why other countries hate America for it. I mean, America's so ridiculous. They're running around with flags on their shirts in the back of the car that's not even the American flag. So nothing is ever going to change.
Wait, hold on. What are you talking about there? What do you mean? It's not even the American flag. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
No, that's the United States corporate flag of Britain. That's not the American flag. It's not the American flag at all. What I'm trying to say is the people, the minds, the mentality of the people that are in this country has already set forth the path, and they've already gone too far in that path to turn back. Even if they turned back, it would do nothing. $1 billion would make more change than all the ranting and raving of American or United States people. Well, so in other words, people are nothing but meat now.
That's a very cynical perspective, sir. But
go
ahead.
But it's true. And there's nothing you can say to defend
hold on, sir. Let the other person speak. Go ahead.
Sir, just let me ask you a question. At one point, and I totally understand where you're coming from. Believe me when I tell you, I totally get it. As though we were Siamese twins. I get it. Here's the thing, sir. You're calling into a show on the Internet at, according to my time, the middle of the night a.m., and my question is to you this. I became very angry myself. So I didn't like the mayor in my town. I didn't like what people stood for. So I began to go around and I began to talk to people. I started a grassroots campaign. And let me tell you something, sir. I'm an ex-convict. Guess what? I'm going to be running for mayor in the next mayoral election. I'm not even native to this city. But I tell you one thing, there's not an ounce of bullshit in my blood. And people know that I care about this city, I care about this county, and I care about this state. Okay?
Well, you can care about all you want. All they need is one lobbyist to overturn what you want.
What are you doing? What are you
all they need is one lobbyist.
Sorry, just go ahead. She got her side. Do you have anything to say? And keep it civil. Sir?
Well, that's great and all, American pride or, brown pride or black power or white power, whatever you're talking about, no ounce of BS in your blood or whatever you stand for or believe in. We live in a society based on paper, a society running with paper robot zombies running around that all they care is about paper, and they'll sell their children and sacrifice them to a Moloch. Now, what makes you think all your care and pride and care in the world?
What are you talking about? What did you just say?
Going over the deep edge. Are you a 9/11 truther?
No,
do you believe the government actually did 9/11 to us?
Do you?
Do I?
I believe this.
Hold on. We're getting
going over
subject.
the deep edge on the Moloch here.
Yeah,
Sir, I'm asking you this. What are you doing to be part of the solution instead of calling into an Internet radio show in the middle of the night with your cynical, whining views? What are you doing to be part of the solution? You're amazing.
I am the part.
What? You are part of the biggest problem.
I'm a part of what keeps people like you down by lobbyists and pieces of paper that keep you. Let me talk.
Hold on. Let's hurry it up and let's move on here because I got something to say. Go ahead, sir, Mr. Mason.
There's no Mr. Mason. Thank you. Anyway, look, man.
Are you kidding me, sir?
You listen. All right, you listen here, okay? All your care and love and spread and hippie stuff in the world is not going to do anything because the hippies were bought out. And you being an ex-convict are never going to go anywhere. And all they need is a couple of lobbyists to keep you down from going for where you want. So you might as well quit while you're ahead because it means nothing. It's a waste of breath.
Telling the truth
and you can be, and you will be defeated by pieces of paper that are printed out like Monopoly money. So your whole mind, body, soul, and consciousness is worth less than Monopoly paper. So good luck with that.
Sir, you're the reason why America is the way it is today. Congratulations. Are you proud of yourself?
The world will belong to us, and you will just sit there and watch.
Oh my gosh! Is this
right.
This guy's a freak?
Yeah, just hang him up, please. Oh, good Lord. I'm sorry.
You can't deny what I'm saying. You can't deny that.
Okay,
from England all the way from Zionist Jewish Templars all the way to America. Middle East is left.
I'm having trouble with the switchboard here. What the hell's going on here?
Can you just make a YouTube video and we'll watch him with the rest of the freaks when we can?
All right. I think he's gone now. I mean,
okay.
I'm sorry about that, but I've been seeming to have a lot of 9/11 truther idiots call me up ever since I called out Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. His
4 or 5, 6
canal water.
Yeah, I mean, I called him out about 4 or 5, 6 shows ago, and all of a sudden, him and his posse are just bombarding not only my show, but they're bombarding my emails. They're bombarding. Anything that I put out, it's just horrific, and I'm sorry about that. Once he started saying, sacrificing children, and I had to stop there for a second. But anyway, I didn't mean to get off on that sidetrack there. I thought the man had something relevant to say, but unfortunately, this is true conservative radio. I do have a lot of haters, if you will. I'm using the vernacular of the modern day urban culture, if you will. I have a lot of haters. And
the haterade, is that I think that's the proper urban language there, is they're drinking your haterade, or
they're drinking something, because let me tell you something, every time I get a hold of one of these nut jobs that just dislike me, you can just, hear the foam coming out of their damn cheese hole. It's just disgusting.
Well, I tell you, I really thought the guy, I was into him for about the first minute. First 2 minutes, and then after the cynicism kept rolling and rolling and rolling, I absolutely caught on to the fact that there was definitely a connection between Prison Planet and this man.
Of course. I mean, unfortunately, I basically made one of these 9/11 truthers. It's back in the archives. I don't want to take too much time in the show to this, but this is the reason why we're having a lot of these guys call up here, these 9/11 truthers and agitators, people just trying to, be, just trying to skew the ideas and the format to suit their own agitated ideology. I made Alex Jones and the whole kooky idea of Alex Jones being some sort of a savior to society. I basically equated to him being nothing but an absolute fraud. I mean, with all due respect, that's my view. He consistently comes out with problems in America and secret societies and Satanism. I mean, this guy, pulls everything out of his derriere, and, he takes it out of the toilet. He throws it on a wall just to see what sticks. And, that's basically the constructs of his capitalist empire. And believe me, it is capitalist in nature, and he's banking on every one of these stupid minions who are looking at him as some sort of a freedom fighter or some ridiculous garbage. It's nonsense. And I called him out on it. He's despicable. He's disgusting. I've seen him out here. I've lived in Texas all my life. I've seen him out here with bullhorns when everybody thought he was a damn nut job that escaped from some mental institution. All of a sudden, this guy's got some sort of broadcast, nationally syndicated talk show. He's, farting out videos left and right. He's got these idiots going out here agitating all kinds of political situations. You can't even watch the damn boob tube anymore without having these idiots with their signs in the back of everywhere. Oh, 9/11 was an inside job. 9/11 was an inside job, and all this garbage. Anyway, it just makes me sick. I didn't mean to get off on that tirade.
Well, that's okay. There's another fellow, another host here on Blog Talk Radio, who actually grew up and went to school with Alex Jones, and he's a very interesting person to speak to regarding Mr. Jones and Mr. Jones' history of, how can I say this without sounding like a jerk? He has a broad history of mental imbalances. Not the host,
are you kidding me? You
but
can
Mr.
tell.
Jones.
You can tell. Have you seen his googly-eyed look? I mean, this guy's a sick man in my view. He looks it. He froths at the mouth. I mean, look, I know I get carried away. I know that I, maybe scream, break things, that sort of thing, but this guy's just disgusting. I mean, there's no passion. That's not driven by passion. That's driven by some sort of sadistic egoism. It's just, I just don't like the man personally. He's just despicable. He's disgusting. And all he is just some idiot that's trying to inflate his own ego. He kind of reminds me of somebody with another last name by the name of Jones, Jim Jones.
Would it be Jim Jones?
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of that idiot because, it's just ridiculous how, the egos of the last people, I guess that's where the whole concept of keeping up with the Joneses comes in. I don't know. I just think it's horrible because that's what he reminds me of. He reminds me of some damn cult leader or something. It's just
well,
sick.
I guess I have a very hardline view of things, and my hardline view being of this. I've been at the very bottom, and I started at the top, I ended at the bottom, and I've rebuilt since. So I guess in this country of ours, although not so great at times, it's still greater than what is surrounding us throughout the world. And my question is this. If I can hit rock bottom and come back through hard work, determination, strength, and go-getiveness, what excuse are you trying to hand me?
I completely
I don't
agree.
I'm so tired of hearing people are oppressed because of their skin color. People are oppressed because of this and that and the other. They're only oppressed by the limitations they place upon themselves.
That's what I continue to say on, on this show, but unfortunately it goes out, it goes in one ear, out the other with most of these liberals. Anyway, did you want to plug anything? Did you want to plug your editorial, or, do you have a show or anything of that nature?
I would like to plug the Ghost Show here on Blog Talk Radio, and I hope everyone continues to listen.
Oh, well, I thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
I appreciate it. Thank you. And let me tell you something else. There was a lot of relevant points there, folks. I mean, there at the end, she said that, everybody should be held accountable for their own actions, and that's what conservatism is all about. That's what Americanism is all about, But unfortunately, we've gone into some sort of a idea where we can just blame anybody. Nobody wants to be accountable for anything. And henceforth, that's why we're being bequeathed this ridiculous garbage, this $830 billion bailout for the American people. I mean, this is not what America was built on. America was not built on giving out handouts. It was built on giving out opportunity. And you see, folks, we've got a liberal, long-haired, Karl Marx worshiping regime in office, in power in America today that is not helping the situation by giving a bunch of people a bunch of money just so they can pay off interest on their damn credit cards. It's stupid. How is that going to stimulate the economy, you morons? Wake up! We are transitioning into a quasi-socialist, communist, I don't even know what direction we're going into. And what's even more unfortunate is people are on their knees. They're begging for it. It makes me sick. I mean, I'm depressed. I can't believe that this is America. But you see, folks, it's America because the American public sucks. The American public sucks because they allowed this to happen. And all you ass clowns that are out there emailing me all this hate mail, all this garbage, making YouTube videos about me, saying that I'm too critical of the American people, that I'm not a patriot, that I hate America or some crap. I love America, you stupid, sorry sack of half-pint hat crap. I love America. I'm a patriot. I want the preservation of American sovereignty. I want the preservation of the integrity of the Constitution. That's what I want, folks. constitutional republic to live on, damn it, because this was built on American blood. This whole communist game, this whole crap that they're trying to implement on us, it's ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. We have to sit here and pallet this garbage? Absolutely not. I'm not going to sit here and pallet this crap. That's why I sit here and provide this conservative commentary, because I'm not a damn Republican. I'm not a damn Democrat. I'm a conservative, damn it. That's what I am. I'm not some ass clown who's going to sit here and talk out both sides of their mouth. That's a modern-day Republican, folks. Republicans and Democrats are the same crap, different plate. And for all you idiots that don't know any better, obviously you're being corn-fed your damn information and news from the damn boob tube. You're intellectually lazy, folks. In this day and age of the Internet, there should be no excuse whatsoever for you to be ill-informed. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and take another caller here. This is all 1111. Hello?
Yes, how you doing, my friend? What name can I call you, Mr. Richard?
I'm Ghost.
But I know, but what can I name? Can I call you? Can I call you Mr. Richard?
Mr. Retard? Well, what the hell is your question there, son? Are you a foreigner in America taking advantage of America's liberties?
No. I want just to tell you that I'm with you 120%.
Well, if you're with me 100, hold on, sir. If you're with me 120%, why are you calling me Mr. Retard?
No, Richard, I said, Richard.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I thought you were calling me a retard. I was getting a little upset. I thought you were a liberal.
No, sir. I never, sir. I respect you, sir.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Obviously, a miscommunication here. Where are you calling from, sir?
I'm calling from Washington, sir, and I'm very pleased that you are bringing us the truth. But you know that BTR is limit everybody to 60 shows a month, and there is a cap on that. You cannot have more than 60 shows. But I know probably for you it will be okay, but for some people, if they want to have like 65, 70 shows a
65
month,
or 70 shows a month is what you're saying?
Right, or 80, and then there is a problem for them. But the minimum is 60. So just for your information, so if by accident, if you went to your thing and you look at there is at the bottom of it, it says you have gone to maximum show, 60 is allowed, so you know why. So I wanted just, because the BTR should supposed to put that into the headline news or something, so everybody know that. Not because, then they have to, everybody jam their lines and through the internet, say why I cannot have any more shows, blah, 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 blah.
I see.
Because they changed the policy. But so if change the policy, it's better to put it into the one of the things they say from the, but I mean, this month I have 10 shows.
Well, what's your show, actually, sir? What is your show about?
My show is Reza, R-E-Z-A. Just type it on the search on the top of the BTR, and you will see with Devi Kid. I had a lot of people download Devi Kid. You know Devi Kid. She kicked butt. She kicked butt of Obama. She kicked butt of the the people who are behind the scenes. And basically she exposed everybody. And then also I talked to Ted Pike regarding he's a Christian conservative, and his website is www.truthtellers.org. And then I talked to him. He told me to basically call all the House of Rep, House of Senate regarding HR 262 and HR 256. I mean, same thing happened in Canada. In 1971, the anti-hate law speech was passed. Like the same lady story is a good example. that she can go to prison for over 10 years plus heavy fine as well if this law is passed. Because you cannot criticize, you cannot say, Christians, Bible say gays are not normal and they cannot be part of the society. So therefore, if you say that, then automatically you broke the law and they can put you for example, in the show, if somebody wants to talk about illegal immigration, they have to bring Azteca or La Raza next to them or via phone, so both of them would be present. Then that's where you can bring your show to the people. So basically, freedom of speech will be taken. It will be end of USA within 3 weeks from now. And Obama loves to sign this bill. Osama. Obama.
Osama. Oh, you're not an Obama fan, huh?
Right. No way, Jose.
Oh, good.
This guy, he's an evil man. Is his assignment. They give him assignment before his election. They say you have to destroy and dismantle United States of America, and that's why he's doing it. I mean, where we have this money from? You say $11 trillion we are under. There is $820 billion more, and then we have to pay $300 trillion on interest on it. How can you do that?
I have no. I'm sorry, sir. Somebody. I'm sorry, man. I'm just sitting here reading the chat room here, and I'm I'm sorry. He got. Anyway, I'm sorry, folks. He got disconnected or some sort. I had no idea what that last caller said. I was just going along there. I'm sorry, sir, you got disconnected. You'd be more than happy to give me a call back. I really enjoyed your discourse, but I just, with all due respect, sir, I just didn't understand you, and I'm sorry. Anyway, folks, not to get sidetracked here, I appreciate that last caller, by the way. I'm sorry about the miscommunication. Didn't mean to, froth at the mouth at you there at the beginning. I thought you were calling me a retard. But then after that, I lost you. I know you don't like Obama, though. I know you don't like Obama, so... Oh, man. Anyway, let me get my grips back together, so to speak, folks. Anyway, go ahead and give me a call right now, 646-652-4869. We were talking about the specter looming over America, which is communism in nature, which variants are liberalism and feminism, and unfortunately we got sidetracked into a whole bunch of stuff. We had a whole bunch of crack pipes call in. Of course, anytime Ghost gets on the Blog Talk Radio Network to broadcast, you have every liberal, every crack pipe, every moron coming out of the woodwork to sit here and agitate conservative commentary because they don't want me to yank them out of the damn closet. You understand that, folks? I mean, liberals don't want to be exposed. They'll be really big talking behind a damn microphone, but once you start pulling their damn pink team playing fruity ass out in the open, they don't want to be exposed for this crap. They don't even want to talk to this crap. They don't even want to justify this crap. And that's why I know, folks, that I and other true conservatives that are out there who believe in the sanctity of marriage, who believe in saving the lives of the unborn, who believe in preserving the integrity of the American Constitution, who believe in shielding our children from sexual depravity and violence. I'm talking about the true conservatives out there. We understand what's going on here in America. We are not blinded by political romanticism, which is liberalism and feminism. We're not blinded by this crap. We're not lured by these supposed illusionary dreams that we're going to have houses in the sky and money's going to grow on trees, and mortgages are going to be obsolete, and everybody's going to have money in this new socialist, quasi-communist America. I don't believe it, folks. Do you believe it? Do you believe this crap? I don't believe it, folks. I'm a conservative, damn it. I believe in the Constitution. I believe in America. I don't believe in this crap that's happening here. And then you got this liberal mainstream media out here trying to bash Rush Limbaugh. Look, folks, I don't agree with Rush Limbaugh, folks. Anybody who listens to my program knows that my conservatism and his perspective of conservatism differ completely. We agree on some things, but most things we don't. But all of a sudden, he's become public enemy number one in new liberal America. Have you noticed that? I mean, he's got FaceTime like every day, sometimes 3 or 4 times a day. And why is this, folks? It's all negativity. And this goes back to what the first caller was saying. This whole fairness doctrine. Can you believe this crap, folks, this fairness doctrine? But this is the new quasi-communist socialist America that we're living in, folks. And we need to get out of it. We need to start believing in freedom. We need to stop being lured by all these ass clowns that want nothing more than your money and get behind a single cause. And that cause, folks, and I'm pleading with you, I am extending my hand to all of you folks. That cause is conservatism. True conservatism. Conservatives that believe in the Constitution in America, who believe in preserving American sovereignty. Well, that's what I'm talking about, folks. That's what I believe in. Not this liberal garbage. I will be damned if I'm going to sit here and go quietly in that good night while I watch my country wither away from the inside out. I'm not going to do it. I am not going to do it, folks. Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call. We got another caller here. I don't even know. It doesn't really have an area code. Hello, 000. Hello?
Yes, hi, Joey, my friend. I was disconnected. I want to say that I really respect you a lot.
Thank you.
I do really appreciate you for what you're doing. I mean, keep up the good work. We are all with you, 360%. And I'm so glad I already add you into my show too. And so I know when exactly show is. And tomorrow I have about 7 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to talk with Sergeant Anita from Los Angeles. While she was in her tour of duty, her son was killed by with gang bastard illegal aliens. So we are going to talk about to her for the second time.
What time is that going to be tomorrow?
7 o'clock Pacific time.
Okay, well, that sounds like a very important show, sir. Are you in the chat room? Can you post a link to it?
I already put there. I already put there. I said I can put something there. I said please listen to my show. Listen my show tomorrow.
Yeah.
I really like when you say that, my friend. You're my buddy.
You're my buddy. We're pals here. What can I call you? What's your name? I'm Ghost. What do they call you on the internet here?
Reza. R-E-Z-A. Reza.
Reza. Is that how you say it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Reza. I can roll my R's because I'm down here in South Texas. I deal with a lot of illegal immigrants out here.
Or you can call me Rez. It's okay too, my friend.
Rez.
Yeah, you just call me Rez too for short if you have problem. It's okay, no problem. But the question is, my friend, that I am fighting in 3 fronts. One front is illegal immigration. Second front is Islamofascism. that they are going to come and take over country. They want to put flag of Saudi Arabia into our White House. And then third fight is with Jesus Camp, which are the violent people, and they're teaching their kids to trauma centers, to the camps, and these people are so brainwashed like a Nazi Hitler, so they're Zionists and became Christian, and then you will see them on YouTube. I mean, the movie Jesus Camp. And then they're very.
I've actually seen that movie Jesus Camp. It's absurd. It's really ridiculous.
Exactly, sir. That's why I'm fighting in 3 different fronts, day and night. But do you belong to some organization of some sort or something? Because those are a lot of fronts to be fighting. But believe me, I understand where you're coming from. I'm fighting all kinds of fronts. I mean, I'm a foot soldier for the American family. I'm trying to get people enlightened that teenage pregnancy should not be embraced or should not be, somehow coddled or some sort. Because I'm a conservative, sir. I believe in conservative principles, and it sounds to me by the 3 fronts that you're fighting in, you sound to be a little conservative yourself. Oh, no, I am conservative because I don't love my beloved in the country. USA goes down the toilet. I mean, what exactly they have done today, they approved the stimulus package. They want us by design, our American, Argentina, do you know Iceland right now? Iceland, the people, stormed their parliament and broke all the windows and took over the parliament and Prime Minister,
in Iceland?
Yes, Prime Minister of Iceland resigned right away.
When was this?
This was happened last 48 hours, sir.
Oh, in the past 48 hours. How convenient we have the mainstream media not giving us one bit of information about Iceland going under and some sort of a people uprising or a coup or something?
Yes, sir. Not only, all other European countries as well, and now European countries wants to be separate again. They don't like European Union. They don't like Euro. They don't like their unifications at all because a lot of jobs are lost. And people, once they run their own country, they want their own money back, they want their own dignity, sovereignty back. But unfortunately, what they're going to do, they're going to, one day you wake up, and then your money will be valued nothing, like Argentina, like Iceland, like many other countries. And then what would you do? Then they said solution is Amero. And then they already shipped Amero to many, many, many banks across nations.
Unbelievable, sir. You know what? Go ahead.
Because my friend works in a major bank, and he is a chief teller, and they received the shipment. And so basically, usually they have to count it to see what is it. But they said this shipment is not to be open until told by the head office. There is instruction how to open it, how to count it, etc. And so one day he asked her manager, is this an Amero that we received? And suddenly her face becomes so flash and so red, and then suddenly she changed the subject. So my friend understood the rest of the story. Say, oh my gosh, we already got Amero.
I've been talking about the Amero for a while on this Blog Talk Radio Network show here. Unfortunately, it falls on deaf ears, sir. Sir, I just wanted to extend my sincere thanks for you fighting, for trying to get the word out, to trying to obviously have a Blog Talk Radio show here, obviously, right, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're trying to get the word out there. You sound like a conservative. You sound like somebody who's trying to fight illegal immigration. You sound like somebody who's trying to fight for the preservation for American Constitution and the preservation for American sovereignty. And I wanted to extend my thanks to you, sir. You sound like a true American, sir.
No, we should extend our thanks to you. I am nothing, but sir, I am just one piece of the puzzle. I mean, I'm one person. but of course you do your show as well. We do sincerely thanking you as well on behalf of all your listeners. I wish you will bring me with that lady that she was written. Please call your hub if you listen to Ted Pike. Just type Ted Pike and you bring my show, Ted Pike, or bring Davy Kidd, DEVVY space KIDD. And these are the two important shows you need to download, to listen to. And you will see what Dave is saying and what Ted Pike is saying about the HR 256, HR 262. We have to act now. Otherwise, my show, your show, will not be in the air that much longer.
You know what, sir? I thank you very much for bringing this up to people's attention here. It's unfortunate that more people aren't as enlightened as you are at some of the situation that's happening. That's why I come here and provide conservative commentary. I don't really get technical into too much of the bill aspect. I know that things are going around. Anybody who wants to get technical about it can read about it on the internet. But I'm just trying to tell people and light a fire under people's derrieres to get up and start participating in their government. This is still our government. This is still a government made for the people, by the people. And I just don't understand why the American people just sit there and lay complacent. And it's good to see people like you that are putting forth an effort, that are trying to make an initiative out here to try to enlighten people that we are not a bunch of idiots that are just going to sit here and watch the Amero happening. I'm down here in Texas. I'm witnessing the NAFTA superhighway being built right out here on I-35. It's getting ridiculous out here. And,
exactly. I see that. Yeah.
And I'm really glad that you brought up. I'm really glad that you brought up that Iceland, within the past 48 hours, there's some sort of a people uprising. They took over the parliament, and obviously you said that they're doing the same thing in Argentina, and it's a revolt against the.
Argentina, it was a while back ago, not anymore right now. But actually, all the European countries are in chaos right now.
I know that Greece recently had an upheaval about a couple of months ago.
Yes, exactly. And still, Greece is burning. Other countries are burning in Europe because people are fed up. People are, over there, people are more open. We don't want violence. We don't advocate violence, but we don't. We want our country back. We want a government of people, by the people, for the people back, not government of corporation, for the corporation, by the corporations.
You know what? You're a sight for sore ears, or an audio for sore ears, sir. Let me tell you, we need you. What's your show, sir, so everybody can know who you are?
Reza, R-E-Z-A, just Reza Ashkenazi. Just put Reza on the top, you'll find me. And tomorrow I have a talk to Cynthia. She was our beloved soldier that she went to Iraq and fight over there. Although she was while she was there, her son was killed by Mexican gangbusters, which has a tattoo said BK killers. So basically, this is what happened. So we are, do you know about that rape of 99 years old by the illegal alien and 89 years old as well?
I didn't hear about that, but I've heard of a whole bunch of scenarios of illegal immigrants that are coming into this country and causing criminal havoc. Go ahead.
Yeah, for example, this one, 99 years old woman, she was putting the trash out, and he was a roofer, and so finally he followed her and forced her in, so forced entry, and then she tried to fight with him, and Elizabeth said, "Get the hell out of here! What the hell you want? I have nothing." He said, "No, you have something." And so basically, after that kick her, so her dentures goes to 2 meters out, and so basically she then make her give her O-sex. I mean,
my
come
gosh.
on. What kind of humanity does that? What kind of, I mean, animal in the zoo, they don't do that.
I agree,
You know?
and what's unfortunate, sir, is we got 30 million illegal immigrants in this country right now wandering the face of this side of the earth, and not only are they providing heinous crimes like that and contributing nothing but a bunch of negativity, they're also mooching off of our government entitlement system by getting free education, free health care, free housing, free everything out here. And yet they pay no taxes. They pay no taxes whatsoever, and yet they are lowering the cost of labor for every true American that's trying to make a decent living out here. It's unfortunate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very unfortunate indeed. That's why we fight with. That's what we. That's why no compromise is fighting for. That's why she's my friend too, Tracy. I mean, that's why I have a lot of friends.
Tracy is a good American. I've talked to her many times. Yeah. She's a great person.
Yeah, she comes. She supports my shows as well too. I mean, are you here every night, sir, or?
Well, you know, I haven't been on as of recently. Frequently here within the past month, I've been coming on a little bit more habitually, and I'm going to continue to do that. I just tell everybody to pay attention. If you have me on your friends list, you know, an email will go out an hour before the show starts. If not, sometimes I do them sporadically because I don't have a set schedule for this show. They will be between the hours of 11:30 p.m. Central Time to about 1 a.m. Central Time. That's when I'll schedule shows, and I tell people to come back to the blogtalkradio.com/ghost website and just check up, and usually I just throw sporadic broadcasts. I wish I could do it every day. The only way I can do it every day is if people that patronize this program, whether it's live or in the archive.
I will do it. I will be here with you every night if you want to. No problem. I have no problem.
Well, you know how it goes. I mean, you know, the listeners need to patronize those sponsors there, and you know, once we start doing that, and you know, people can start, you know, like myself. I own a business out here. I can negate those responsibilities and pass them off on somebody else, and contribute my 100% energy, time, and effort into the conservative cause and preserving America and the Constitution. And that's what I want to do. I mean, that's what we all should try to do in our spare time, and that's what I'm doing here on this program on my spare time. But let me tell you, the more and more I come up on this broadcast, the more and more I'm out there on the streets. I'm out there in people's faces. I'm out there trying to gather names. I'm gathering phone numbers. I'm trying to call my congressman on the telephone. I'm doing whatever I can on my spare time, but I just don't think I'm doing enough. Go ahead.
Make sure you 256-262, tell them directly. If they say yes to 256-262 anti-hate laws, and then they will not have a job next time. Tell them in front of them, don't fear, don't bluff. We are not bluffing. I mean, once the election time comes, they will not get that seat, and then they will know why, because they voted H.R. 256 and H.R. 262, which is, so do you remember Mr. Ernesto said that 6 million Jews did not die in Poland and under Nazism, and then what happened, he was in Europe, and he came back right to Canada, to his homeland. Right away, they took him into prison, and basically they condemned him to 10 years in prison. That's why we are trying to free Ernesto. We plead to Canadian government, let Ernesto go, but because they have an anti-hate law passed on 1971, so you cannot say anything about gays, you cannot say anything about
any group. Yeah, any group.
Any group.
So you mean to tell me that these idiots in Canada are out here? You know, I don't like Canadian people. If you happen to be from Canada, I'm sorry. But you know, most Canadians that I speak with, they talk about Canada like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Oh, we got free health care, everything's great, we're better than America. And lo and behold, they can't even say anything with freedom without being threatened to be thrown in jail for 10 years. What kind of garbage is that?
Exactly. And if, do you remember Mr. Harper made a coup in Canada on January, and their parliament is closed until February 5th or 6th. and then because the opposition party wasn't happy with Mr. Harper, they were trying to make their own government. So Mr. Harper made a coup, and for the first time in the history of Canada, the Parliament of the Canada is closed until February 4 or 5th of this year. So it's all 6 weeks were closed about. So we don't know if they are opening or not. We will let you know later on exact date when they open. And also I have under my name put Reza space NAU or just put Dr. Malden. Put Dr. Andrew Malden, MOULDEN. He has 4 interviews with me about North American Union and about vaccines.
Have you written any material on this? Do you have a book out or something?
No, not yet, but I am thinking I have a friend that she can do that for me, and I can publish it later on. But I'm thinking in near future I might do that, yes.
Oh, well,
I mean,
you know what? We need it, and we need it soon. You know that? I mean, you know, the American people are just walking around with blinders on, and they don't know what's coming or going. They're more worried about the latest iPhone or iPod or, you know, latest technological gadget than they are worried about their own American sovereignty and the integrity of the Constitution. And that's why I'm so critical of the American people, and I think everybody should be critical of the American people.
Yeah, because you remember, I mean, there was, I mean, I will try to find the link as we speak. It shows in ABC News for 40 minutes that, you know, for 40 minutes that basically, let me see if it's over here. That American people is here. I have the link. I'm going to put it on the thing. It's a 40 minutes. It's a YouTube clip. It shows that how American students are stupid than any other nations.
All right, man. You know,
same.
Yeah, let me tell you something. You are basically, you know, preaching to the choir when you're talking about dumb American students. I mean, I've been here harping, hollering, hooting, and hollering a long time about these stupid American kids that are out here worried about guzzling down buckets of beer out of beer bongs and, you know, stupefying their brains with nothing but a bunch of tetrahydrocannabinol resin. And lo and behold, we expect these stupid jerk-nut ass clowns out here to lead the country. Hello? Well, I think we got disconnected once again, folks. But once again, you're listening to True Conservative Radio. I am your host, the man they call Ghost. We've been having a whole bunch of callers call in, and that's exactly what I like. That's exactly what we need to be having here, 646-652-4869. But we're going to continue to talk about something that I've always talked about on this program, and that's these ass clowns out here in America that could give 2 rats' asses about the family. You know, you got these liberals and these feminists trying to re-engineer the family. They're trying to re-engineer the American family into becoming single parents as the majority, and they've succeeded in that. They've succeeded in that because they have utilized feminism and liberalism, and folks, I don't want to get into that whole argument again. If you want to hear it, go back into the archives, please. But the bottom line is, folks, is everything that I've been saying the whole time, you know, everything that I've been saying, that people are soulless cash whores. These idiots are out here more worried about consuming. They're like Pavlov's dog salivating every time old Pavlov would come over with that stupid bell. You got these idiot humans like lab rats running and you know, just gobbling up whatever the hell it is. I mean, this is the same country that bought the pet rock, for Christ's sake. And this is what I'm talking about here. Now, just to prove my point, folks, that America no longer gives 2 rats' asses about the family, and the family is on the back burner of most people in America. Most people could give 2 rats' asses about the family. Most people dump their kids off on illegal alien child care providers, or in front of boob tubes, or in front of violent video games, and then we wonder why they become deviants, and then we wonder why they become violent, and then we wonder why they become sick, sadistic, participating in deviant activity like scarfing. There's no wonder, folks. It is the lack of parenting. It's the lack of emphasis of family, and that's why I'm up here providing conservative commentary. I am a foot soldier for the American family, and you folks, if you're a conservative, if you're a person that believes in America and the Constitution, you should be doing your part by saving the American family. Help save the American family. Don't encourage this feminist horse crap of being sexually promiscuous and equating it to woman liberation. Don't do that crap. And I know that there's people sitting here, they're hearing me breathe hard. They're hearing me right now. They can probably hear my damn heart pump through my chest right now. But let me tell you something, folks. If I have a damn coronary on this microphone right now, I don't give a rat's ass. I don't give a crap. I don't give a... I don't care. I'm a conservative. Don't you understand that? I don't want these liberals taking away my rights. I don't want them taking away the Constitution. I'm a conservative, damn it. I know everybody lost sound here, folks. I'm sorry, I got disconnected. I threw my damn computer. I don't even want to get into what the hell happened here, folks. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry I got disconnected here. My damn room, I hope the old lady ain't waking up here. She's going to be very upset at me. And you know what? I don't care, okay? I don't give a crap. I'm here, folks. Unfortunately, I'm getting a little haywire. I'm getting a little passionate. But, folks, that's because I believe in what I say, and I say what I mean. And I'm tired of sitting here having to palate a bunch of Nimrodic buffooneries that are trying to get there on their knees. People are on their knees right now, folks, begging for their own socialism. You know? Begging for their own socialism. They're out here, please, give me another stimulus package check, please. And you got the absolute pussification. The absolute pussification of America being implemented right here in America. And how is it being implemented? It is being implemented by feminism and liberalism. I'm sorry, folks. I'm watching the chat room here. I got disconnected because I was getting a little upset. I was breaking crap in my place here in the True Conservative Studios here. And there's people on the internet right now. They're on the internet saying, hey, where the hell did he go? I don't hear him. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. You know, let me just calm down here. Let me just lay back here in this sofa. This goddamn room's a mess here. Anyway, folks, you know, the reason I'm so passionate about a lot of these viewpoints that I express on this Blog Talk Radio Network, folks, is because, I mean, I care about all the blood, the American blood that was spilt for this country to preserve the integrity, to preserve the Constitution. I'm sick of the means of production being shipped out of the United States into China, South America, Mexico, and who in the blue hell knows where else, when we've got layoffs after layoffs here in America, and there's no jobs to recoup those layoffs. We're a service industry-based economy, folks. Most of our jobs are service industry-oriented. We don't produce products anymore, folks. The multinational corporations took those away from us. And we're sitting here with our pecker shafts in our hand, for Christ's sake. And then we got the pussification of America. I mean, you know, if you talk to a damn young person under the age of 30 nowadays, I mean, I literally, they sound like they just popped out of the anal passage of Ricky Martin on acid. I mean, you listen to these pricks. You know, you listen to these little dumbasses here.
Hello, I'm under the age of 30, and I'm talking like this because the feminist education system says it was okay to do so.
Get the hell out of here, you PT playing fruity ass bastard. I mean, this is what America has turned into, folks. It's turned into nothing but a bunch of pussification. You know, I mean, where men are becoming women, women are becoming men. You know, I mean, haven't you just looked at what's happening here in social America? It's unfortunate, folks. It's unfortunate. I mean, you know, in school nowadays, there is no, you know, losers in academic scholastic competition. There's no losers. There's honorable mentions thanks to the old political correctness of the feminist movement. Anyway, folks, what I was getting to before I got knocked off the air because I was, you know, kicking crap around, breaking stuff here in the True Conservative studio, I was alluding to the fact that we have gotten so anesthetized with keeping up with the Joneses and going out and consuming, being a bunch of fat jelly-ass bastards, shoving food down our gullets like damn garbage disposals, watching Maury Povich episodes and desensitizing ourselves by thinking it's okay to be sexually promiscuous. It's okay to think that, you know, you and the same sex can have some sort of fornicating thing happening. I mean, this is what the liberal wants. So if you don't give two rat's asses about the preservation or the sanctity of the family, what are you going to put your life's emphasis on, folks? Well, I'll tell you what you're going to put your life emphasis on. You're going to put it on economics. You're going to put it on materialism. And where does that get you, folks? Where does putting the bane of your existence in materialism, where does that path lead you? Well, folks, we've got a couple, or actually we had a whole family in California recently that ended up dead. Family of 7. And what ended up happening was, I mean, I've heard conflicting stories from this mainstream boob tube media, but something to the effect of the parents of this family got laid off from their jobs being medical assistants, and unfortunately they couldn't keep up with the Joneses. They had to make us so much money each month just so they can suffice their income and maintain ownership, or at least temporary ownership of the widgets and materialism that they threw on credit. They couldn't do it anymore, you know. They got in a bind. They didn't have any jobs. They couldn't afford to keep their houses. So lo and behold, the parents, or at least this Nimrod, the husband here, decides, oh, I can't take it. I'm going to sit here. I can't drive around in my nice shiny car anymore. I'm not going to be able to show off my $250,000 home that I got with a $25,000 a year income. I'm not going to be able to show this anymore. I have no wealth to myself. I have no worth to myself. I'm worthless. So what did that piece of crap do? Well, by God, he killed himself, and then he killed his entire family. And this is the consequence of liberalism and feminism redesigning, re-engineering the family, re-engineering the concept of life, trying to redefine everybody's purpose on this life. And it's crap, folks. And let me tell you something, it is absolute garbage. But you're going to see a lot more of this as the economy dwindles and the economy continues to go on a downward spiral. You're going to continue to see this, folks. You're going to continue to see people kill themselves, kill their families, burn their houses down. You're going to see a lot more insurance fraud. You're going to see people do everything out of the book. There was some idiot in the West Coast somewhere that tried to sell his damn kidney on Craigslist, for Christ's sake. And you see, folks, we are going to continue to see this because most people out there in America, most people that are out there wandering around, they're already wandering around half dead. They don't understand the essence of life. And, folks, the true essence of life is family. We can't allow these liberals and these feminists to re-engineer the family into some sort of single-parent paradigm. We can't do it. We can't do it, folks. It's not healthy for the children. It's not healthy for anyone in the whole process. It only produces negativity, folks. I mean, and you see here, folks, this is what I don't understand. We are now witnessing, and of course I've said this in the beginning of the show, that we're witnessing a specter of communism, a specter of liberalism, a specter of feminism that has swooped over the entire nation, that has infested the minds of everybody out here in America. Even these so-called Republicans, even these so-called idiots that want to call themselves conservatives, they are spitting out feminist and liberal propaganda every time you hear them talk out of their stupid, foul-mouthed cheese holes. And I'm not going to sit here and take it, folks. I'm not going to sit here and allow America to be flushed down the toilet because of a battle of ideology. Because that's what we're witnessing here, folks. We're witnessing a battle of ideas. All right? We're witnessing a battle of ideas. And what I need to do is do what I'm doing here, provide conservative commentary. I go into chat rooms. I go into blogs. I go into forums. And, folks, that's exactly what you need to do. You need to go out there on the Internet and spread the word, folks. Spread the word that we believe in America. We believe in the Constitution. We believe in the preservation of our rights, for Christ's sake, because if you don't, we are going to witness something that we've never seen before. We are going to see the downfall of the concept of the supposed greatest social experiment on the face of the planet, and that's America. And I'm not trying to be some fearmonger. I'm not trying to be some hyper-sensationalist. I'm just looking at the facts and stating the obvious. I'm a conservative, damn it. I'm a true conservative American. And for everybody to sit here and try to, demean my integrity, trying to demean my ideology. I mean, folks, I said this on the last show. I sat on the Internet, surfing the Internet board one night, and lo and behold, I found some damn YouTube videos and Google videos of yours truly being mocked. Being made fun of out here. Being looked at like I'm some sort of a jackass or something. They're mocking my ideology. But folks, that's all these liberals and these feminists, that's all they can do. You notice, folks, that you never have a liberal or a feminist calling up here providing any substance on the debating table because they can't justify this crap. That's what I keep telling you. They can't justify not shielding our children from sexual predators, sexual depravity, and violence. They can't justify not shielding our children from that. They can't justify single-parent families being the majority of the day. They can't justify women shitting out about 5 or 6 kids from 5 or 6 different fathers. They can't justify this immoral activity. They can't justify the social ills that have become the social norms. All they can do is agitate. All they can do is name call. All they can do is slander. They can't take a true conservative head-to-head on the debating table because they know they'll lose. So as a result, folks, that's exactly what I get on a consistent basis. All I get is agitation. That's all I get is agitation. But I'm the bad guy, right, folks? I'm the bad guy because I want morality in America. I'm the bad guy because I want to preserve the integrity of the Constitution. I'm the bad guy because I believe in America. I just don't understand it, folks. This is not the America that I was brought up in. This is not the America that I knew. This is some quasi-socialist communist experiment, and I am not going to go quietly in that good night by just sitting on my ass out here. I'm not going to be like you American ass clowns that are out there sticking a Kentucky Fried Chicken grease thumb up your shit funnels out there. You're tickling your ass cracks thinking it's a great day in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood when your damn country is withering away from the inside out. And what makes it even more sick, is that you got feminism out here pussifying our social environment. They're equating woman liberation with being sexually promiscuous. They're equating woman liberation with, with the most vile concepts, folks. Feminism demeans women. All right? It demeans women. All it does is it equates them to something no better than some tramp. They don't have any morals. All right? They have no morality. They embrace women who shit out about 5 or 6 kids from 5 or 6 different fathers. Well, that's woman liberation, folks. And you see, any time that you try to provide discourse on this subject matter, in any venue, all right? In any venue you try to, have a debate on feminism, you're going to have all these, muff-diving, long, hairy, armpitted, bra-burning bull dykes out here flapping their gums at you. You know who I'm talking about. These ridiculous, ring-through-the-nose, disgusting, bitchy, blonde-headed, short-chopped hair bull dykes that are going to sit there and try to, say, oh, we don't need the man. And you're also going to have these ass clowns who are publicly educated by the public education system who are going to sit here and take up for the feminist cause. And why do you have males out here actually taking up for the feminist cause? Well, by God, they think that it'll win brownie points with the women out here. They think that, if they talk in a little pussified manner and, basically regurgitate what the hell Gloria Steinem said, that it's going to win brownie points with the women and wherever the hell they're having this little discourse. If they're in a little crew out there, they just say some pro-feminist propaganda, and these idiots think that it gets them that much closer to slipping old One Eye into the meat wallet there, if you understand my drift. Folks, this is just not a joke anymore. I don't really have much optimism for America. All I can do is contribute what I can, and all I can do is extend my arm to you in hopes of sparking some synapses in the brain out there, in hopes of saying, hey, wait a minute, this is not the way America was supposed to be. Why are families killing themselves out there because they lost their damn job? How is somebody justifying killing their 5 children because they lost their job and they can't, drive around in their shiny car anymore? They can't, go around showing off their bad 2-story house, that they financed for $250,000 for a $25,000 a year job. Give me a break, folks. That's why I'm a foot soldier for the American family. It's the true essence of humanity, folks. During the most oppressive times in history, what kept people waking up every day? When people were in serfdom, when people were enslaved, when people were out there during the most oppressive times, during war, during tragedy, during plagues, what kept people waking up every morning? What kept people going? It was family, folks. That's what kept people going. Family. And we're being socially engineered by these bull-dyke, Gloria Steinem-worshipping feminists and these Karl Marx ass-kissing communists. And I will be damned if I'm going to bow down to that ideology. I'm an American, damn it. I'm a patriot. I'm a true patriot that believes in America, that believes in the Constitution. I'm a conservative, damn it. That's what I am, folks. That's what I am, a conservative. Anyway, folks, 646-652-4869 is the number to call. And I'd like to hear from you if you happen to have anything to say. Hey, I didn't even know. We only have 15 minutes left here in the program, folks. We're getting down to the damn nitty-gritty. All right? Well, we're getting down to the damn nitty-gritty here. 15 minutes left in the program. Time flies, I tell you. Let me tell you something, folks. The true conservative radio is going to be broadcasted on a more frequent basis. I've been getting tons of emails from folks saying, hey, Ghost, we really need you. We need you to come out here, do more broadcasts, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to come on here on a frequent basis. And I want you to join me and help me trying to instill conservatism back in the American psyche. Go out there to forums. Go out there to blogs. Go out there to chat rooms. Instill integrity back in America. That's what we need, all right? That's what we need out here. And if you don't have any time to do that, but by God, send these shows, True Conservative Radio, send these shows out to somebody who cares. Or hell, send them out to somebody who doesn't care. Send them out to somebody who hates them. Send them out to anybody, folks. We need to have this discourse. We need sparks of synapses going through the numbskulls of America out here. I mean, America, with all due respect, the American public sucks. I mean, you know, I don't know how else to put it here. I mean, everybody's always all butthurt. They're always all crying, you know. They're all crying like a four-eyed, freckle-faced, red-headed, beaten, chicken-eating stepchild out here. They're like,
oh, Ghost, why are you talking that way about the American people? The American people are delicate people. We're patriots because I fly a flag on my car. I fly a flag.
What, do you think you're a damn patriot because you fly a damn flag on your car, you stupid piece of crap? You're not participating in your government, and this government was made for the people and by the people. All right? And look, we got some ass clowns in the chat room flapping their fat Dorito-stained fingers on the keyboard. True Patriot 89 calling me a crybaby of some sort, huh? Calling me a crybaby because I love America. You know, you see, this is what the real definition of true patriotism is now. You know, just sitting here and just saying,
oh, you know what, it's liberalism and feminism, it's taken over. You might as well deal with it. You're just crying about it. Don't cry about it anymore, Ghost. Why don't you just go ahead and, like, listen to Culture Club and, like, let's go out and wear pink shirts and Abercrombie and Fitch, and we can go watch, like, Christopher Lowell and The Birdcage, and then we can go out and, like, you know, have all these, like, little gay little dance-offs, and we can dress in drag.
I mean, give me a damn break. It makes me sick to my stomach. I mean, this is what America wants it to be, all right? I mean, this is what it is. This is what it is. I mean, and I hate what America has become. And everybody's all butthurt at Rush Limbaugh because he's stating the obvious. Like I said, folks, I'm no fan of Rush Limbaugh. Anybody who listens to the archives knows that my conservatism and his conservatism vary big time. But, folks, I don't understand why this damn long-haired, liberal, bedwetting, tree-hugging hippie media is sitting here harping at old Rush for. All right? I mean, he is providing opposition viewpoints here, all right, just like I am, just like everybody should be doing, exercising their First Amendment right, instead of bickering around like a bunch of sour-scowled ass clowns looking like they just took it up the tailpipe, wondering where in the hell the Vaseline was because their ass is bleeding. It makes me sick. And, of course, everybody's going to say, oh, you know what, Ghost, you're just crying, Ghost. You just need to deal with it, huh? You know, it's feminism. Women are taking over. Hear me roar. Oh, it's pussy-ass feminism and liberalism. Look at me. I'm worshiping Karl Marx, huh? You like that? I hate Karl Marx, folks. That is one man. Now, let me tell you something, folks. He's lucky that his gravesite is nowhere near the vicinity of America, because I would personally do a show going up to that idiot's gravesite and taking a dirty diarrhea crap right on that piece of crap gravesite of Karl Marx, because this man is a piece of trash. This man is the biggest piece of trash. And let me tell you, if you go into these chat rooms, you go into these forums, you go into any of these places on the internet, folks, you're going to have actual Americans justifying the legitimacy of Karl Marx right now. And if you don't believe me, go look it up for yourself, you idiot. These people are justifying the substance of Karl Marx.
They're like, oh, Marx wasn't that bad of a guy. He was just misinterpreted, I mean, it was Vladimir Lenin. Vladimir Lenin was the guy who messed everything up for communism.
I mean, it's just stupid, folks. It's just absolutely stupid, folks. I just don't think that anybody gives two rats' asses about America. Anyway, folks, I strongly advise you to please bookmark the website, www.blogtalkradio.com/ghost. As a matter of fact, folks, I have a new little voicemail system that is on the blogtalkradio.com/ghost little website there. It's at the bottom of the page. If you happen to have any suggestions, comments, or you just want to crap talk and flap your little mealy mouth in the wind, go ahead and leave a voicemail for me, folks. I'll air it on the air, all right? I'm going to start airing people's grievances on the air. So you can go to the website, blogtalkradio.com/ghost, and it'll tell you how to leave me a voicemail, and it's completely anonymous, folks. If you happen to be one of these little scared-ass clowns that are...
I don't want him to know my phone number. I don't want him to know my voice. I'm a little pussy-whipped bastard. I'm afraid to talk behind some illusionary masquerade or some smoke screen.
Well, you can go ahead and have your grievances heard. You can tell me off. You can give me some suggestions. Do whatever. Go to the website right now, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. All right? And go down to the bottom of the page and leave me a voicemail. All of you people. I want to hear from everybody, whether you're listening live or in the archive. Go ahead and check it out, because I want to hear from some people. I want to hear some damn messages. I want to hear some perspectives. I know I'm going to hear a lot of hate mail. I know I'm going to hear a lot of garbage, but I don't really give two rats' asses. All right? I really don't care. Because I'm a conservative, damn it. I mean, what does that mean anymore, folks? Because you've got ass clowns in conservative clothing that are spewing out nothing but a bunch of liberal and feminist ideology out of their holes. I mean, we saw it during the Republican presidential campaign this past year. The Republicans anointed this piece of crap, John Turncoat McCain, and lo and behold, John Turncoat McCain nominates some Eskimo bimbo from Alaska who tries to become, and I don't know, I think the media is still trying to anoint her as the mouthpiece of conservatism, and lo and behold, her daughter has a child, or she's pregnant, all right? She's pregnant. Unbelievable, huh? And you know what Republicans did? They justified teen pregnancy this past election. You know what supposed conservatives did? They justified this pregnancy during this past election. But I didn't, folks. I sure as hell didn't. I see Jen of the Jungle up in here under another name. I remember when she was trying to give credence to all this ridiculous bombardment of liberal horse crap. And now that all of a sudden everything is all liberal all of a sudden, this woman over here is all of a sudden, she's a liberal. She went from conservatism to liberalism, folks. And I'm glad she's finally come out of the closet. Well, the damn elections are over. So lo and behold, now she's coming out of the damn closet, and just like all these other ass clowns out here that were so-called Republicans and so-called conservatives, they're all coming out of the damn liberal closet. They're all coming out of the damn liberal and feminist closet. And you know what? And anybody who ever listens to Jen of the Jungle, she's in my room right here. I'm not going to kick her out. I'm not like her and her stupid, dumbass liberal Republican minions out here. But if you ever see her in her show, please, somebody tell her to go and roll her fat jelly ass to the nearest mirror, all right? And have herself look at her Gloria Steinem, liberal-worshiping, wannabe Republican, conservative, beady eyes and spit in her face. Have her spit in her damn face. And that's from me to her, because she's a piece of crap, just like everybody else who listens to her and follows her. And I don't mean to leave you as a scapegoat, Jen, all right? I don't mean to use you as a scapegoat, but you're a piece of crap, with all due respect, woman. You are a despicable disgrace, all right? And the reason I say that is because all along, during the whole campaign, When I was here saying I'm a true conservative and I want a conservative nominated for the Republican Party, here you had old Jen of the Jungle, Miss Wannabe, Miss Wannabe Republican, saying,
I think it's great that John Turncoat McCain is the president. I think it's great. I'm Jen of the Jungle, and I love you. I love John McCain. I love Sarah Palin.
It's ridiculous. All right? Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, folks, we're sitting here. We got about 5 minutes left in the program here. You are listening to True Conservative Radio. I want to thank everybody for listening in. And once again, I wanted to recruit you. I want to recruit you to be a conservative, to be a true conservative, and to spread conservative ideology all over, folks. If you happen to have a blog, if you happen to be posting in forums, if you happen to be posting in chat rooms, please send me a message, email me up, leave me a voice message. Let me know what you're doing, folks, and I will highlight you here on the True Conservative radio show right here. I will highlight you right away. Now, folks, we are in the process of negotiating a couple of heavy-duty, how can I put it, heavy-duty interviews with a couple of folks that I don't want to say their names because I don't want to scare them off, but they're considering doing an interview with yours truly. They are mouthpieces of the conservative movement, and they understand what conservatism really means. Now, I want to say one of them first and foremost, Phyllis Schlafly, folks. I'd like for all of you folks out there to look up and to read about Phyllis Schlafly. She is a true American patriot, an unapologetic anti-feminist, and I think that she is a great patriot for society. I just think it's great, you know. I think it's absolutely just, unbelievable that this is a woman here who is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, who's just a great patriot, just a great person. And we're trying to, see if she can come onto the program here, Secondly, we are looking at getting some big Republican names out here who were true conservatives, but unfortunately had to go under the radar this past, nomination, this presidential nomination. And I don't want to say his name, but folks, stay tuned. We're legitimizing True Conservative Radio. I don't know if you've been listening to some of the debate that's been happening, a lot of the euphemisms that are happening in Republican debates. They are blatantly getting it off from True Conservative Radio. I know that there's many politicians that listen to me. We have a great listening base, and I want to thank all of you for it, folks. I don't care whether you listen to me because you like me. I don't care whether you listen to me because you hate me. You are my inspiration. You make me want to come up on here and continue to provide true conservative commentary. I love all the true conservatives that are out there laying it down for the cause, that give me emails on a consistent basis and give me the inspiration to continue to provide true conservative commentary right here on the Blog Talk Radio Network. And I want to thank you sincerely, folks. Please, whatever you do, send these shows out to everybody you know, your coworkers, your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, your uncles, your aunts. Send it all to everybody, your colleagues, and tell them to listen to it and say, hey, look, we better do something about this society. We better do something about America. Get up off your fat jelly ass and participate in this government before we move into this specter that is looming over us, and that is communism. That is absolute communism. And that's what we're going to do, all right? That's what we're going to do. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for tuning in with me, folks. Bookmark the website, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Check back with me every day from 11:30 to about 1 a.m. Every weekday, folks, because that's going to be the new time I'm going to be broadcasting. They're going to be sporadic, but they are going to be habitual. So please, give me a call, 646-652-4869. And secondly, leave me a voicemail at the website, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Leave me a damn voicemail. And until then, Screw Alex Jones and all his 9/11 truthers. Screw the damn liberals and all their long-haired, tree-hugging hippies. Screw the damn Republicans that are claiming to be conservative, that are doing nothing but spewing off feminism and liberalism out of their stupid cheese holes. Screw all these people. The bottom line is, folks, is that we need true conservative America back in power, and we will rise again because conservatism is on the side of goodness, folks. Anyway, folks, right away, bookmark the webpage, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Leave me a damn voicemail. It's at the bottom of the page. Don't be a damn long-haired tree hugger. Don't be a Gloria Steinem, muff-diving, hairy armpitted hippie feminist. Be a true conservative, damn it. Anyway, until next time, folks, bookmark the webpage. Check back with me. I'm out of here, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Long live the conservative movement, and death, death, death to feminism.
A Napa guy knows the only way you'd give a freshly minted driver a brand new car is if he promises to never drive it. Instead, let him grind the gears and knock over the neighbor's mailbox in something a little more suited to his skill level. And with over 400,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, he can safely drive something that's nearly as old as he is. It's not perfect, but it's perfect for him. That's Napa know-how.